Hi everyone, this is Mule. Now there's something that God has told us quite a few times, my brother and I, and He revealed to us as early as even 2020 or 2019 that there will be a third testament of the Bible. Okay, there is the Old Testament, the New Testament right now, and then there will be a third testament. He called it a third testament. Okay, and he said a lot of remnants, a lot of their stories will be compiled in in this third testament. And he said the Bible will be big. It will be huge as compared to what we have, the tiny things you have right now, because a lot of people's stories and journeys will be recorded. For myself, the Lord started more than 20 years ago, is when He started pushing me to write, to journal my life, to journal my stories, experiences I've had. So on and off, I start, I stop. I'm not a journal person, so it was pretty hard for me sometimes even to remember to journal, even after a month or so. Sometimes I could skip some years, and then He pressures me. It's like, I told you to write, and then I start writing, and then I reach a place, I stop. So I was not consistent. But now from 2019, 2018, 2019 is when he pushed me. He told me, you need to write down specific. So he reminded me of specific incidences that had happened in my life that I needed to write. So I started recording those ones. And no, in fact, it wasn't even 2018, 2019. He started pushing me then, but I started writing 2019 after my 2018, sorry, after my dad died. That's when I started recording things of before. Even these incidences were of before, maybe 2016, 20. I couldn't even remember the year these incidences were, but I just recorded them as my past. And it was so sad because now I couldn't remember a lot of details, but I just recorded what I could. So after my dad died in 2018 is when now the pressure became a lot to now record. And then around 2020, he started insisting, record your daily fellowship with Jesus, record whatever you're seeing, especially now when my spiritual journey intensified. My eyes were opened more to see continuous visions when I'm in this fellowship in the evening with Jesus, and it was pretty amazing. So when I started recording around 2020, now consistently, it was like a daily thing. He told me, even when nothing happens on that particular day, just record and say nothing happened of significance. It was just a normal day. That's it. He told me, don't skip a day. Never skip a day, even if nothing significant happened. It was just a normal, quiet fellowship or whatever it was. Just record it as that. So that's why I thank God I have so much that I have recorded since then. I have so many books. I had because I started writing. I thought it was a small thing, so I started just with small exercise books, and then I went to the small exercise books for school, for primary school, and then I went to the A4 exercise books, and then in 2022 I started now. In fact, it was another prophet who pushed me now, told me, no, 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 stop using books. Get a file. In fact, he got me a file from his office and told me, no, you're supposed to get full scaps and start writing. So he even showed me specifically how to write each day, and the headings and every. He gave me specific ways so that whoever will be editing my work, it will be easier. Whoever will be compiling my work, it will make it easier for this person to do it, instead of them coming to me all the time. Okay, what does this mean? What did you write here? So whatever I wrote in my books, I started now transferring in this file. So I have a very fat file which is not even halfway. What the things I have written, my books. I think I've just finished one or two transcribing, trans transcribing, sorry, just one or two books, but there are so many. There are like more than around 15. So there's so much. But I thank God. I digress. So I thank God that I started recording this, because I am telling you, when days go, months go, and a few years, you won't even remember details of things. There are some people who are blessed with photo. What is it called? Photographic memory. So they don't forget. But for most of us who are not like that, it's very easy for the remembrance to start fading. I read some of my recordings and I keep wondering, wow, did I write this? I'm the one who wrote this. I'm the one who described this. I can't even remember. It's out of my memory. So I just regret the number of times that things happened, and over the 20 years that I never wrote down. But thank God He's going to give us this super memory, so that's something at least I'll be able to recall things, specific days, specific memories, and even the emotions involved in that particular day. Hopefully, I'll be able to remember, and then record, even if it's by on tape or whatever it's called. Just recording my voice, and then somebody else takes over to do the rest. Okay. So, my encouragement is for those who have never started journaling their lives or writing down their experiences. Please do. Maybe God has given has told you to do it, and you have kept it off, and or nobody has ever thought that to tell you that you need to journal. What you think is so small to you, your experiences, or whatever is happening spiritually to you, or even physically, whatever things you have gone through your journey in life, you think it's so small compared to other people. No, you don't know who it can help. You don't know who will be saved by your experience. You don't know who will be healed by your experiences. You don't know who will be touched in one way or another by your experiences. So, my encouragement is start recording. If you have never recorded your life, your experience, especially those people who are going through persecution and rejection and anything that you think it's negative, this is a stepping stone for you into the next glory. And it will be an experience that will teach somebody something. It will bless somebody. It will heal somebody. It will minister to somebody in one way or another. So do not ever think that your work, your story has no value. Okay? Maybe your story will end up being part of the Third Testament. Okay? So please, just start recording. Even if it's now, start recording now. Ask God to keep reminding you, to bring back your memory, whatever is important. If there are specific incidences you feeling like you need to write them down. Whatever it is, even if you've forgotten details, write down whatever you remember. The rest, hopefully, with the super memories God is giving us, we will be able now to add on to what we have written. You will be able to add on to the stories or incidences you have started writing. But just be obedient to this, because you don't know. You might end up being in the Third Testament. Your story might be, even if it's small. Jude is so small. It's just one chapter, and yet it was there. You don't know what is important. You have no idea, and you don't know what plan God has for you, for your story, for your life. You'll end up being somebody so important that people will want to know your past, will want to know your story, and because you never wrote it, there will be people will not find the they will not people will not be able to learn your before and then after story, or after picture, before and after. That's what God is most interested in, your before and then after, so that there's a journey, there's a before, there's the life that you lived and how you made it. When you cross over to the new life, to the new move of God, how you made it. So I hope this encourages you, and that it will, in fact, push you to do that recording, to start journaling your life. Thank you so much.